course, still doing the Age 2 challenge. My apologies to he's gonna think I'm some kind of scrub, which I am, but you know, that's how it is. Of course, this is gonna be tough, but you know, I will do it because, well, it has to be done. Of course, using the tower to just get damage output. I'm just going to send this as far forward as possible just to get the extra you can see I'm not as focused as I was before because this is a team game. Like there's a lot more random things going on. So what I'm doing is just sending my explorer forward as far as possible, because maybe they'll be working on some big treasure. Maybe they'll let me just steal it. You just have to have that mindset. Maybe. Okay. Well, yeah. So nothing to steal just yet. Hopefully it affects Rajput. Does it affect Rajput? That's a bug, it needs to be fixed. He got it. He got it. I don't know. I'm basically going to have to be focusing on any food treasures you can find, and so far the biggest food treasure found over here. So basically, what I do, since I got a bit of time out, does it actually help sowers? Doesn't. We got a bit of time. I'm just explaining my thought process when I explore the map. So I just, every time I scout a treasure, I just make a quick mental note of what's over there, what treasure it is, and just prioritize, you know, according to my build. Because sometimes, for example, if you're making a market, sometimes you want to prioritize coin. If you're not making a market, well, then maybe you want either food or wood or coin. Well, I mean, if you're Dutch, maybe you want if you're Dutch, maybe you want coin actually, but if you're any other civs, usually there's no real point in getting coin. You just want wood, food, XP. XP just for the first shipment, to get the first shipment out as soon as possible, because if you get your 3 villagers shipment out, for example, then that's also indirectly giving you resources. So XP is also good. Other than XP, what else? You can see I'm actually cutting villas here because I just want to get my aggro fort up ASAP. And what I'm going to do is actually going to have to scout the left hand side, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get my I'm not actually going to be able to get my aggro fort up. So that's one thing. And hopefully he does not scout it. Looks like he will scout it, and hopefully I can actually place it. If I cannot place it, then I'm in a bit of trouble. Looks like I cannot place it. Well, that was a problem. Well, I've cut a few villagers, I've cut a few things, but well, that's how it works. Next up on the list, start my cock. Actually, I'm just going to start scouting now, because I need to know exactly who it is I'm rushing. If it's Brits on this side, I'm relatively happy. If it's Japan, I'm not so happy in the end. I'm actually going to be aging up pretty slowly as well. Now, because it is an aggro age up, I do assume that it's going to be useful for me to get a market, and maybe start herding this as well. So I might get the map packs treasure. Map packs treasure, of course, referring to this nice little thing over here. Looks like it is Brits on this side. You can tell without even scouting, because why would Brits even have a villager on this side of on this side of the map? It wasn't Brits. Right, so 30 coin, and just going for the small treasure. Going to shift click all the small treasures where I can, and go back here. So shift click this treasure, shift click that. There we go. Yep. I'm actually only going to bother getting the first tier wood upgrade, first tier food upgrade, and I'm actually going to have to ship 5 sepoy first, because otherwise this whole agra forward thing would not be of any use. So that's how it is. And hopefully Japan does not get 200 shrine pop. Wishful thinking. But of course, oh, that's going to be a problem. I did need a house, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cancel that. You know what? I did not. You can see I don't actually do this thing very often. It's basically not very good, and he's got a wall up. So cancelling again. Indecision, but sometimes cancelling is better than sending a card, which is not actually going to be very helpful. So at least my trusty friend over here is killing many villagers. Okay, you can see that in my game plan is not so well done in this situation. I think they got a TP over here, so it's going to siege that down. And now is the time to actually go for 5 sepoy again. Actually, it looks like it's middle TP. Just going around sieging stuff down. I don't actually have any strong siege units things. Of course, as usual, just target the one in front as much as possible. And split them a bit. Okay. Just keep doing all these things, and villager just harass him. I'm going to keep the villager behind over there. I don't actually want these to go here. I want them to go here, but it's too late. It's okay. I can rely on my trusty friend over here. I'm going to send these forward. Actually, all I need to do is just keep on pressuring this guy. So just keep sending my villagers backward and forward. Get these forward. Maybe it's time to start making other units here, because he's just made a big wall, and I don't think he's making us pay for it. Let's move these out of the way. Sepoy. The nice thing about this is got the range to actually exploit here. Let's go back here, and I'm actually going to just keep moving things around here. And now I suppose he's being technically pressured sufficiently. So what I do is I just support my ally on the other side. And I should go for 600 wood. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tower over there. Just keep making sepoy. It's probably not as interesting as the other gameplay. It's probably also switch off. So I just switched my town center rally point. And now is a decent time to just start Let's get killing villagers. Seize it down. Villagers in there. And hopefully I can actually just get myself something here in the middle of the map over here. And he looks like he's actually expanding over here, which is interesting. Right. Gonna send these over here, and looks like he's actually got some other kinds of units to gonna have to be wary of. Let's keep seeding that down. Move here, and probably a good idea to start getting my start prepping rather for my next batch, which will be flail elephants. Because why not? Now we're actually in a pretty good spot, all things considered. Alright. And we'll go for 300 export, get some grenadiers as well as something. Kill villagers as much as possible. Kill villagers forward. It's gonna be I'm gonna send like I don't know, maybe grenadiers. Actually gonna cancel my sepoy here and just get the flail elephants, because I need grenadiers here, and they don't even have cavalry anyway, so my rally point is a bit off. He doesn't even have Alright, so now we know everything's well and good. Just need to make sure he doesn't actually, because he's got no Minutemen, so he can't actually kill those. He's got no shipments either. Or rather, he's got no he's got nothing which would actually help him defend here and get another French expeditionary company. They're a bit loud, so I'm going to switch off those for the moment. Yeah, okay. GG. I'd say I was more carried by my teammate than India Age 2 winning the game. Interestingly enough, Brit got least resources. Seems that he walled up, but all his resources were outside his wall, so it wasn't actually that effective. Maybe if it walled this up a bit earlier. And now all the Asian civs are done for Age 2, I'd say, so on to Spain next. And hopefully I can get a 1v1, but otherwise it's going to have to be another team game. We'll just see who's online.